Hi guys, PJ here, back with my first video for PC gamers of 2018. We are looking at Kingdom Come Deliverance and asking the question, does it deliver? We're going to go through all the options and settings that the game has to offer, and also check out a few of the graphics presets and see what sort of FPS we can get out of it. Now obviously that will vary system to system, but I'm hoping to give you a bit of an idea. The system that I'm testing it on basically is a Asus ROG, and it's a 1060 GTX 1060 6GB card, overclocked, and we're on an FX 8350 8-core CPU with 16GB of 16GB of RAM. The actual game's installed on a 7200 speed hard drive, and I'm recording to an SSD. So that's technical bits out of the way for you. Let's have a quick look at these settings and see if this game does deliver. So first up, when I'm loading this game, I must admit, if this has sort of set it to what it thinks my system is, I'm not liking the look of the graphics, and the buzz on the internet from the release day of this game is that it chugs when you go in a building and people are struggling to get a high FPS on decent systems, so who knows. Okay, so as you can see, we're running this on an ultra wide display, so obviously a bit of pixel variance there between a normal 1080 display, but still. Going from the top, game settings, we have obviously your languages here, and there is English, French, German. That's it. That's your lot, guys. English, French and German. I would imagine the text is the same. Oh, no German, just English and French. Okay. I would imagine there's possibly an option to get some more through Steam. I've not explored that myself, so obviously if you guys know that, pop it in the comments below, it'd be a great help. Dialogue and cutscene subtitles, yes and no. In-game chatter subtitles, no. Let's confirm that one. Not actually played the game yet, so this is fresh off the bat. Okay. So we'll leave graphics to the end because they're the big ones, aren't they? We've got sound settings here. We've basically got in-game music, we've got in-game sound, and we've got voice and cutscene volume. No alterations here for stereo or Dolby surround systems. It's just your plain Jane stereo sound and some volumes for them. So now we've got controls. Obviously mouse, keyboard, fully supported as you would expect. Standard issue keys. There we go. A, D, W, S, etc. Movement there. Feel free to pause the video to look at any of these bits, soon as I'm scrolling through pretty quickly. What we got? There we go. Inventory and other. Oh, take screenshot. That's an odd one, isn't it? F12, seeing as Steam is F12 as default. Come on. Let's go back. Okay, let's get into the graphics settings now. So if we start at the top, the basic display settings here, we've got the resolution. Let me get that right. I don't think this game is a revolution, although it might contain one. Who knows? 256/1080, my standard desktop size there. Like I say, I'm running more pixels than a normal 1080 display due to being the ultra wide, so you may well gain a few FPS over myself if you're running a similar system. It set itself to borderless. We've also got full screen and windowed. Well, we'll go full screen in a moment. Overall image quality, it's gone for medium. I don't know what the consoles are running this at, but you've got to bear in mind it has come out on the consoles. Consoles are very CPU bound, so we'll have to see if we can tweak this up. I'm going to set it top of the tree to start with. Yeah, so we'll go all the way. Is there an ultra? Yes, there is ultra. And we'll scale down from that. I mean, looking at the quality of the graphics in this, I don't see why it shouldn't run at ultra, to be blunt. Show FPS on and off, FOV, we've got 65, and gamma. Okay, so gamma's good. No HDR looking at that yet. Right, let's confirm those. So that was pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. That took nearly a full 2 minutes to actually change the graphics settings up, so it's obviously loading a load of new textures in. And as the screen came on, I actually watched them load the textures in, so I'm not feeling good vibes about this game. It seems to have a bit of a streaming issue already, and I've not started the game. So I'm already thinking this should be installed on a SSD, if possible. Now there's a pretty beefy update to the game, and the game itself is like 30 odd gigs, so make what you will of that, use your SSD accordingly. So, if we go to advanced, mouse not working, oh yeah, mouse is working. Let's just see if controller works. so I've grabbed a Xbox One controller here, and we'll just see if it works straight off the bat. Yes, it does. Very good. No problem with that one. Good. Put that down. Right. So we've got object quality here, which goes all the way up to ultra high. Like I say, I've set everything to ultra, and all the way down to low. Right. So if they're all the same, right? So very high, yeah, all the way to low. Okay. So all those are adjustable. Physics X? No, just physics, right? Yeah, we can go all the way from very high to low. Looks like on all of them. What else have we got? So from the top, object quality, game effects, lighting, particles, physics, post-process quality, shader quality, shadows, textures, water detail, volumetric effects detail, which I would imagine goes to low. Let's just check a couple of these. Yes, it does. Right, okay. There's quite a lot of things to toggle, which is nice. Vegetation detail. We've got object distance, LOD distance, let me try that again, guys. Vegetation draw distance. Oh, dear me. And what we got? Motion blur. We got object, camera, and off. Okay. Say changes. I haven't made any. Have I? No. Right. Okay, let's load into game, and I'm going to leave it running so you guys can see how long it takes to load into game. Okay, so let's new game this. I'm just going to. I'll tell you when. So I'm loading now. Okay, so loading into game. We are inside. We've just finished the little dialogue bit here. We've got 25 frames per second, and we're on. It's GPU bound. CPU is running sort of half measure, if you like. GPU 94%, 84%. Yeah, that's pretty GPU bound. RAM, it's not using a lot. I've got 16 gig on here. It's using sort of half of it. Can we leave? Should really look at the keyboard controls, really, should we, before I start? So 35 outside. We've instantly gained a bit of FPS coming outside. That's really weird because I would expect the draw distance of the game to sort of hinder it more. But no, there's your sort of 30-ish FPS outside. Looks okay. If I'm honest, it's not Witcher levels, you know, of detail or such like. It's not bad, but each to their own, isn't it? It's not bad at all. So that's maxed out, yeah, at this res. Obviously you guys with your 1080 Ti's, you'd probably be looking at your 4K res and seeing if you can get a locked 30. I don't think you're going to get a locked 60. So we've got 30 FPS, it's playable, you know, and it runs smooth enough. It's not stuttering, it's not juddering, the sound seems to be working okay, it's fluid enough. Okay, so let's drop this game right down to low and see how that boosts everything. Okay, so this is low. That actually loaded really quickly, which was really good. That was sort of 8 to 9 seconds tops. Apparently this is low setting. We've got pretty much a locked 60. I noticed there when it loaded off the hard drive it had a bit of a stutter. Like I say, I would install this on an SSD. I think you can do yourself a world of favours. Let's go inside. GPU is only at 80%, 85%, so we're not GPU bound on low. Very good job. I wouldn't be very happy if we were. Image quality is not actually too bad on low. That is quite playable. Not too bad. I was expecting worse. So let's go inside. See what happens to the FPS. Yeah, much better. No problem really. We have dropped a bit. We have dropped some. If I spin around enough, we are losing a little bit, but still not too bad. Okay. So what you're all thinking now is, right, can I run this on high or a mixture and keep a 60? We would hope so, wouldn't you really? Let's have a go and see. So one last try. We're going to go for a full medium, yeah? So if we go escape settings, graphic settings, see we're on low there, look, yeah, I'm borderless. So should we go medium or high? We'll quickly go medium, yeah, confirm. see how long it takes to load this time. Like I say, last time it was sort of a couple of, oh, there you go, it's done. So not very long at all. Resume. Okay. Oop. Wait for it to draw the roofs in there that we're all missing. So we've lost sort of 15 FPS going to medium. It's still loading in the geometry. I can see it all in front of me. Right, okay. So massive hit. Now, for saying the game's not CPU limited, that's very odd. It's not GPU limited either at this. A lot of people are saying the game's got a memory leak after you've played it for a number of hours, so you know, that's a possibility. It's got a memory leak, who knows. I haven't played it for any substantial time. Like I say, this is my first off the bat look. I do not like this motion blur. It's horrible. Or is that when he's out of breath? Yes, when he's out of breath it was all ghosty and horrible. Yeah, look, there we go. He's out of breath. Okay, fair enough. Everybody goes weirdly fogged up vision when you're out of breath. Right, fine. Okay, let's go down here. A quick look, we're on 50s still. One more quick change for you guys. We'll just do a quick, oh no, back. We'll do that. Go high. See how that affects it. There we go. Confirm. Yes. How long is that going to take to load? Right, we're in. Okay, resume. Let's wait for it to load everything in. The roof on the left there clearly looking like it needs to load. Yeah, definitely try this on an SSD if you can. Okay, so we're still not bound by anything. Looking at that, which is nice. CPU, yeah, not really maxed yet either. FPS, there's not much difference between ultra high and high. It's about the same. Maybe a little bit better. It's a weird game because it looks good in some respects, but in other respects it looks a bit not so good. I believe it's written in Unity, and it's quite a big scale for, you know, what they've done here. I know it's massive open world. Okay, so it depends really. If you want to run this at 60 frames per second on this sort of spec system, unfortunately you're looking at low. You may be able to pop a couple of the bits up, you know, maximise your GPU a bit, so who knows. I'll probably leave the shadow detail down a bit. Maybe try updating your textures, you know, make them a bit better. But if you want to run it on very high, you're looking at locking it at 30 frames per second, and even then it's going to dip 1 or 2 frames here and there. So the choice is yours. You can run very high, sort of console FPS, if the consoles can run it at 30, I'd be very surprised. Or you can run it at 60, just lower everything down. And with that, guys, I really hope this video was of any use at all to you, and I really appreciate you watching it. If it was any help at all, please click, you know, like on your way out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.